Oh, it's a new release day and a busy one at that. I know, right? We've got 3 breaks tonight. 2 of them are very base card heavy, so I hope that you have brought snacks, maybe even a pillow. You may need to take a nap. I may need to take a nap before we get done. Going to be a long one tonight, I think. But anyway, we are going to go over a little bit of information here while everybody's getting in the room and getting settled so we can sort of all be on the same page about how things are going to work. So first off, my feedback is automated. And what that means to you is that anytime you leave positive feedback for me on eBay, you are instantly going to get the same in return with no waiting. Yeah, right? One of the few things we don't have to wait on. And the other thing there, of course, is to say thank you for being here on this new release Wednesday night. And of course, always for bidding and breaking with me. We're going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So it's kind of a light schedule right now. Thursday, tomorrow night being a half case of Panini Black Football, loose boxes from shared cases. Friday night being a half case of Stadium Club, loose boxes from shared cases. And then Saturday and Sunday are off nights. Monday night, which is Labor Day, is kind of a to be determined. I haven't decided what I'm going to do there yet. But I think we may be switching over to a format where the auctions end on eBay one night and we break it the following night. I'm strongly considering coming back that way when we start after Labor Day to help avoid having to deal with all these unpaid item things. And eBay's new billing system is a hot mess, and I can't tell half the time what's paid and what's not. And it's just, yeah, I really, really, really dislike their new billing system. But anyway, they made us do it. We didn't have a choice. Shipping wise, there's several things on this page. So let's start out with the break order for tonight. So the order that we're going to go in will be Immaculate Collegiate Football first, because guess what? It's the fastest and it ended first on eBay. Then we will break Stadium Club Baseball and then Donruss Football. So that's the order we're going in. Immaculate Collegiate will be fairly quick. Stadium Club will take us a while, as will Donruss Football. I am anticipating that this stuff will be out the door and on the way to you by Tuesday. Normally I would have said Monday, but Monday is Labor Day, so there will be no mail pickup or delivery. So some of this I may be able to get out before Labor Day, but in case I can't get it all out before Labor Day, we're going to leave it projected for a Tuesday shipping date. And of course, I'm going to try hard to get it out sooner than that. That's what I'm trying to say. Consolation cards, that won't matter in Stadium Club or Donruss because there's a million cards in both of those breaks. But in Immaculate Collegiate, if you should find yourself being skunked, meaning you don't get a card of any sort, what that means to you is that you are still going to have a package sent. It will go out when the rest of the break ships, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So that is how that works. Now, normally we would just move right into breaking, but as you might expect, of course, we have an unpaid item right away here in break number 1. That's always fun, isn't it? So the first break, we have the Panthers for Immaculate Collegiate that were sold and unpaid. So if anybody is interested in picking up the Carolina Panthers, they just sold for, looks like $10.50 on eBay. So if anybody wants them, they're available. So let me catch up on chat here real quick too. Hi, Bill's Cards, and Sherry is here. And Bill's Cards, you got your bills. All right, well, good. And Jack is here, and Chris as well. And let's see, CIA Chef says you want some of the Red Sox mojo. We're going to try very hard. And Bill's Cards looking for Jake Fromm auto. And Bill's Cards, you said you want the Panthers. Okay, great. And actually, I see you said that too, Cardman Chris, but Bill's Cards actually came in there first on my side. I know sometimes it appears differently on your guys' side. If you're the one who typed it in, yours looks like it was faster, but actually, Bill's Cards came in first on my side. And so, yeah, he's going to end up with them. But definitely thank you also, Cardman Chris, for your willingness to pick them up. So here's what's happening, Bill's Cards. I'm typing in for you right now. It'll be on your screen in just a second. The email that I use for PayPal. I do not use that for anything else, and I don't, well, I mean anything correspondence related, okay? So I will never, ever, ever, ever see an email message that you send there to me. So don't send email there, but we do use it for PayPal and some of that stuff. So meanwhile, Bill's Cards, while you are doing your thing and sending that over by way of PayPal, I am updating the spreadsheet here, and we'll be underway there in just one moment. While I get it, I've got to get it taken care of on eBay, and I've also got to get it taken care of on the spreadsheet. So bear with me here for just a moment, please. We may have some other unpaid stuff as the night goes on. I'm going to wait and see before each break. That gives people a little bit more time, the original bidders. Maybe some of them will get things paid before we get to their breaks, but if not, we may have potentially some for these other breaks coming up as well. All right, I just have one more thing to do, if I can find it here, which is to get it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. eBay and I are not friends tonight. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is. They switched me over to this managed payments. I can't find anything. Nothing makes any sense. It's just a hot mess. But anyway. Okay, so Bill's Cards, if you can give me the heads up and let me know when you have PayPal squared away, I would appreciate it. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get back to where we were. Probably most of you, maybe a couple have jumped in since this was up there. Here's the deal. Should be shipped to you by Tuesday. No mail Monday for Labor Day. Hopefully some of it, or maybe all of it, will get out before Labor Day, which would mean Saturday. But since it's short post office hours, etc., can't promise that. So we're going to leave it set for Tuesday. If you get skunked in Immaculate Collegiate, consolation cards will go out when the rest break goes out, so everybody's going to get a package. Stadium Club Donruss, everybody's going to get one anyway because there's a blue million cards in each of those breaks. So first up tonight is a 3-box break of 2020 Immaculate Collegiate Football. It is break number 1, and everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay. Big new release day, which is Wednesday, the 2nd of September. You've got your team names there on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from each team on the opposite side. And then, of course, you see the second chance offer up there for the Panthers because the original bidder didn't bother to pay for it. Everybody else will see their username across from their team. And a new spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break. So if you don't see your name up there for this break, it'll be up there when we get to your product. And for those of you who still didn't catch the break order, I will tell you one more time that it is Immaculate Collegiate first. Stadium Club Baseball will be second, and Donruss Football the third break of the night. Your background got blurry just then, and I did that on purpose. Don't sweat that. We're still going to be able to see what we need to see, so don't worry about that stuff. And Bill's Cards, so did you get them or you're not? Oh, Bill's Cards doesn't want them now. Okay, so Cardman Chris does want them. Okay, Cardman Chris, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let me go back in here and fix the spreadsheet then to show that that is yours and not Bill's Cards. Give me 1 second here. That is going to be Cardman Chris instead. All righty, we got that fixed up there. And did you say you are good, Cardman Chris? You saw the PayPal info and stuff, I hope. Cody says you can't promise anything with the post office right now. I know the post office is horrible. It's a hot mess. They're running way behind. I've had packages that have taken in excess of a month to deliver. More than one. There were 3 of them that took more than a month to deliver, and of those 3, 2 of them didn't scan for over 3 weeks, and the third one didn't scan for like 2.5 weeks. So yeah, it's a mess. All right, Moses DeMith, you are asking about the Panthers, and it looks like, yeah, we are already squared away on that. They ended up, obviously, they've already gone to Cardman Chris, and he's already squared away the payment before I even saw that pop up. But thank you, though, Moses, for your willingness to jump in there, but we are squared away with it tonight. So, Immaculate Collegiate, of course, we all know that means the players are going to be in their collegiate uniforms. So, here's how that works. If it is a current active NFL player, whether they are rookie or veteran, it will go to their current team. If it is a retired player that no longer plays in the NFL, it will go to the team they played for the longest. And of course, you can find all those rules and fun stuff listed there in the description under that special circumstances area, which is full of all kinds of things that could possibly come up along the way. So, Chris, you said one that only had to go 200 miles and it took them 2 months to get there. Yeah, I can believe it. I mean, and I've had people who are a state away from me and they end up with their packages being routed through Puerto Rico first. And I mean, it's really been quite an adventure with the post office lately. And it's really getting to be that way with UPS and FedEx. In fact, some of my scheduled new release stuff didn't show up today, but I was able to cobble together enough of what we needed to do the breaks tonight. But I have a whole group of stuff that UPS just didn't bring today. Brought some of it, just didn't bring the rest of it. Okay, so first up and numbered 299, Pat Mahomes Jr., and that, of course, or the second rather, that goes to Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm sure everybody saw their new Super Bowl rings. Those were quite something, weren't they? Not that they didn't earn them, but that was crazy. Next up is a James Morgan relic. It is numbered to 21, and James Morgan is going to the Jets. I'm just going to move this ever so slightly. It's kind of in my way, and I'm going to hope I don't dump over the camera before it's all said and done tonight. I don't think that's going to go very well in there, so we're going to go to Plan B here. And Plan B is really easy. We're just going to open a little plastic box and put in here a sleeve on the top and the bottom just for good measure. And this is also James Morgan, believe it or not. It's like a whole box of James Morgan or something. But there is a relic, and it is numbered to 99, piece of the glove. And yeah, so another James Morgan means another Jet. First autograph that we see is Isaiah Hodgins. Isaiah Hodgins goes to the Buffalo Bills. So Bills Cards gets one, and that is numbered to 49. We've got a redemption, and you know how I do those. We set them off to the side, flip them over all at once at the end, and then check them out on the website. Cam Akers comes out next. That is numbered to 10, and that is a hard-signed on-card autograph. And Cam Akers goes to the Rams. And behind it is T. Higgins. That heads to the Bengals. It is numbered to 49. It is also a hard-signed autograph. And pretty good looking relic there for T. Higgins. So that's what box number 1 looks like tonight. Charles, I'm just catching up on chat over there. You said you got a package from China in a week, and a package that you sent to Michigan is still sitting in transit after a month. Yeah, I feel you. I have had similar issues. It's, we've all started hearing these horror stories about the post office, and one of our area sorting centers, distribution centers, at one point last month had 18 trailer loads of stuff that hadn't been sorted yet, that had been sitting out in the parking lot. 18 tractor trailer loads of mail. Numbered to 99, that is DK Metcalf and the Seahawks. Next is a relic, and it is numbered to 99 for Colin Johnson. Got a lot of relics starting out this group. And another thick one is coming here, so we're going to go ahead and get it taken care of. Colin Johnson, I think, is the Jags, by the by. I don't think I said that because I got distracted by this thick card. But I believe he is the Jags. And our nice thick card here belongs to the Redskins. It's Chase Young. The wrinkle you see is just the sleeve that I put in there it's obviously not a problem with the card. And that is numbered to 84. And another gloves relic. And I think, actually, my sleeve shifted a little bit. So let's try and, well, that may have vacuum packed it in there a little too, which is the idea, but it slid off the edge of the card. So I'm just gonna fix it real quickly. I don't know, it's bugging me, and I want it to be in there properly so I don't have to take it out again. There we go. That's better. So there's your Chase Young going to the Redskins. Following that, we have a little DJ Dallas, and that is an autograph. It is numbered to 49, and DJ Dallas is headed off to the Seahawks, I believe. There's a second redemption. Again, we'll flip them at the end. Cole Kmet comes out for Chicago and the Bears. That is hard-signed autograph. It's numbered to 99, and you've got a 3-color relic there to go along with it. And the last one we see out of this box is Jonathan Taylor. It's hard-signed as well, and numbered to 25 with Jonathan Taylor. And that goes to the Colts, which leads us into our last box of Immaculate Collegiate. So, you know, we're looking for a little last box mojo coming along here. Oh, Bill's card says you have the Bills in Donruss, not in Immaculate. I got you. So that Bills card didn't go to you earlier. I got you. When you said you had the Bills, when we were getting ready to break this product, I just naturally assumed you meant this product. But yeah, okay, I got you. Well, we'll still try to bring you that mojo and Donruss too shortly. Number 249, you've got a Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is what? Eagles, right? I believe. Another thick card. Let me get another case. We'll get him in a little box as well. I don't know. I just think it's safer than trying to make them fit into a sleeve. I've got top loaders they would go in, but you never want to put a card, obviously, in a top loader without a sleeve, and it's dicey to get them to fit in the sleeve, so I'd rather send them like this. Be safe than sorry. And it is numbered to 99, the relic, a gloves relic again. That one is Justin Jefferson, which goes to the Vikings. Now here we've got a multi-team card, so we're going to have to use random.org for this one in a little bit, most likely. So you have got Chase Young, the Redskins, then you've got Joey Bosa, the Chargers, and Nick Bosa, the 49ers. So we'll set that aside and come back and revisit it shortly. Zach Moss is coming out next. That is numbered to 25. For Zach Moss. It was a hard-signed autograph. It goes also to the Buffalo Bills. Oh, kids, you know what? We're not even gonna... Hang on a minute. I'm gonna put that in a case. But you know what? It has 2 different teams on it, too. So, in all likelihood, unless somebody owns both the teams, we're going to have to go to random on that one as well. And that will make somebody really happy, and then it's going to break somebody else's heart because it's a beautiful card. It really is. You've got Joe Burrow on one side, Justin Herbert on the other. Both hard-signed autographs. It's numbered to 25. It is really a nice card. But because it's 2 different teams, unless somebody owns them both, one person's going to walk away happy, one not as happy. All right, then I have got a Donovan Peoples-Jones. That is numbered 299, and Donovan goes to the Browns. It was hard signed. And the last card I see here is Neville Gallimore. I have absolutely no idea where that goes. That is numbered to 99. And I'm going to have to look that one up. So let's start by me looking up old Neville here. So for a moment, I'm not going to be able to see chat while I check this out. So give me a second, please. I've got to see how to spell his name and all that stuff. And NFL Neville Gallimore. That's what we need to know. Go NFL.com. What do you tell me? Is he the Cowboys? Okay. All right. So Dallas Cowboys with the Neville Gallimore. So that takes care of that one. I'm going to write that down. Give me a second so I don't forget it. And that is Cowboys. All right. Now we're going to flip over our redemptions, check them out, and then circle back around to what we're going to need to use random.org for. Okay. So we have got J.K. Dobbins. That is a premium patch rookie autograph gold. We will go find out what that is numbered to when we get to the Panini website. It won't give us the team, of course, since these are collegiate cards, but we know that J.K. Dobbins is the Ravens. But what it will do is tell us what, if anything, it's numbered to. And our second around, oh, Chase Young, nice, Redskins. And that is an RPA silver for the Redskins. All right, so let's go ahead and buzz over to the Panini website and find out what those are going to be numbered to. So I'm on the right page, but I got to get you over there with me. All right, so our card set, we'll look up the Dobbins first. Premium patches, rookie autographs, gold is our card set. Rookie autographs, gold. There we go. He is card number 112. And where are you, buddy? J.K. Dobbins is going to be numbered to 25. So the Ravens with a pretty good little hit there to 25. Now let's go see what the Chase Young is numbered to. That is rookie patch autograph silver. He is card number 101. All right, rookie patch autograph silver. Did that other one say premium or did I stop in the wrong? No, I stopped in the right place. All right, I don't know. I got worried there for a minute. I went to the wrong place. Sorry. Rookie patch autographs silver. Where are you? There. Card number 101, Chase Young. Looks like it's going to be numbered to 49. So the Redskins walking away with that one. Now let's bring you back to me and talk about these other cards. So here's the deal. Whenever we have a card that has multiple players or from multiple teams on it, you have to own 51% or more to take it outright. So obviously in this case, the only way you'd own 51% is if you own both teams. But on this card, you could own 2 of the 3, which would be more than 51% of the card, and take it outright. So the first thing we'll do is go to our spreadsheet, see if anybody owns 2 of the 3 teams from Redskins, Chargers, and 49ers. And if no one does, then we will go to random.org. We will enter the teams in the order they appear on the card. So Redskins would be typed in first, followed by Chargers, followed by 49ers. Random is run the same way every time. If we have 9 or fewer items in a list, we run random 3 different times. Only the third one counts. If we have 10 or more items in a list, we run random only once. So obviously in this case, it's going to be run 3 different times if we end up needing to run it. But let's go over here and check it out. So the Redskins team owner, that is CK Cougar 76. And then we're going to roll up here to the Chargers, and that is Like a Rock 24. And then we can see from the 49ers, that is Lucky Bun Cards. So we are, in fact, 3 different team owners across the board there, meaning we are going to random with this card. And we're going to do it exactly the way I said there, typed in order they appear on the card, and only the third random will count. The first 2 have to be ignored. Oh, well, good grief, if I could type, right? Okay, so good luck to those 3 teams. You ignore the first random, ignore the second random. Here comes our third and final. And there it says 3 times. It gives us our date and time stamp, and it goes to the Redskins by way of random.org. So what I'm going to do is just circle the Chase Young spot on a sleeve, of course, you know I would never write on your card, but that tells me where that card is going, so we don't have to go back and look it up later. Now we're going to rinse and repeat with this card. Of course, we're talking Bengals and Chargers here. Unless the same person owns both teams, we will once again go to random. Bengals would be typed in first, Chargers would be typed in second, and we would once again run random 3 different times. So let's kind of rinse and repeat and run ourselves back through the process here. So for the Bengals, that is Cianimus 1985, and apologies for butchering your username there because I probably did. And then, of course, we know our Chargers, that is Like a Rock 24. So meaning we are, again, headed to random.org to make our decision here. All right, let's get back in business with Bengals and Chargers. Up for a big card here. Well, shoot, why can't I type tonight? Because I'm trying to reach over a bunch of stuff, probably. All right, so you ignore the first random, you ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And there it is, 3 times our date and time stamp, and it is giving it to the Bengals. So Joe Burrow and the Bengals getting this handsome card right here. And I'm once again just going to mark that, but I don't want to write on the case that I just gave you because, you know, we don't want to ruin that. That's a nice case. It's brand new. So instead, we're going to do it like this. And now I can write on the bag. How do you think that's going to work? I think that'll work all right. Okay, so now we are ready to recap this break. We had a single base card numbered to 99, Pat Mahomes Jr. We had the trio of relics here that random awarded to Chase Young. The Redskins again with a Chase Young redemption. The Ravens with the J.K. Dobbins redemption. We had to look this guy up. Neville here is a Dallas Cowboy. Donovan Peoples-Jones, of course, is the Browns. Then we had the Zach Moss, which is numbered to 25. And Zach is the Bills. We have the Miles Sanders, which is the Eagles. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way because it's laying there. That ended up going to the Bengals using random.org. And we have Jonathan Taylor out next, and Jonathan Taylor went to the Colts. And we have Cole Kmet there for the Bears. Here is a little DJ Dallas, which is the Seahawks. And then there's Colin Johnson, and Colin Johnson went to, I don't remember, where's Colin Johnson go? Jags. Yeah, I forgot him for a minute. DK Metcalf, the Seahawks. Here's a T. Higgins. That is the Bengals. A nice little Cam Akers there to 10 for the Rams. Then you have Isaiah Hodgins, and Isaiah goes to the Buffalo Bills. James Morgan. We had a couple of James Morgan in there tonight, and he goes to the Jets. That was the first one for him. We've got gloves. This looks a little wonky because I've got a sleeve on top of the card and below it as well, but that's why it looks weird. But it's numbered to 99, Justin Jefferson, and that goes to the Vikings. There's a Chase Young, and it is numbered to 84, and it's going to the Redskins, followed by another James Morgan for the Jets, and it is numbered to 99. All right, so that gets Immaculate Collegiate all finished up, and that's going to bring us next into our Stadium Club baseball break. And what I need to do is see if the last person who had Stadium Club has paid or not. We had one unpaid. I'm going to see if they've paid it in the meantime. While I am looking that up, I'm going to let you guys look at this again for a minute, because I'm sure people have wandered in and out and probably missed it by now. We'll talk about it in a second. Let me first see if we got paid or didn't get paid. And we did not get paid. Imagine that. So I have the Rockies available here in Stadium Club, and looks like they sold for $14.50 on eBay. So if somebody's interested in the Colorado Rockies, please let me know, because they are currently sitting unpaid. So I'm going to bring you back to me and take care of updating that on the spreadsheet. And then we'll go from there. All right, that is squared away there. Let me catch up on chat real quickly here and see what I might have missed, because I bet I missed a bunch. Stang Lover, you said, oh, well, you're not happy with what you got. I'm sorry, man. Sorry about that. And, Cody and Tina, oh, man, I'm sorry you did not get you were probably in on one of those randoms and it didn't run your way. I'm sorry, man. That's not fun. I know that's no good. Cardman Chris, you're hoping for better luck in Stadium Club. We hope so, for sure. And Van Horn says, awesome card, stressful to watch. I know, those randoms are brutal, aren't they? They are brutal. Sherry, you want the Rockies? All right, all yours. What I'm doing right now, Sherry, is typing in here for you the email address that I use for PayPal. So if you can please log into PayPal and just shoot over the $14.50 for the Rockies. We will change up the spreadsheet here to reflect those going to you, and then I've got to get it closed out on eBay, and then we'll get back to the business of breaking. So that's going to be the Rockies and Stadium Club now going to Sherry. All right, we need to close it out there. All right, one thing down. Oh, well, whoops, got to do one more thing. Almost. Almost one part down. Come on, you stupid eBay. It's running so slowly tonight. Like, what is up? All right, now we need to go. All right. Okay. So Sherry, if you would just give me the heads up once you have got PayPal squared away, I would appreciate it. Meanwhile, we're going to get back to the business of going over the spreadsheet info, and then hopefully by the time I finish that, you'll be ready to go with PayPal, and we'll be moving on down the road here. So once again, our order tonight, Immaculate Collegiate, is what we just finished. Stadium Club Baseball is what is on deck. Donruss Football will be after Stadium Club finishes. All of this I'm projecting to be out the door by Tuesday. I would like for it to be out sooner. Hopefully some, maybe all of it will be, but Saturday's a short post office day. There's going to be a blue million cards to sort in our next two breaks, and Monday's Labor Day. So no mail pickup or delivery. If you got skunked in Immaculate Collegiate, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it. It will go out when the rest of the break ships, since it was a paid shipping break. And, of course, for Stadium Club and Donruss, everybody's going to pull cards in there because there's like a million cards in that break, so in each of those breaks. It is an 8-box half-case break of 2020 Stadium Club Baseball, ended tonight on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Wednesday night, the 2nd of September. It's release date. And, of course, everybody's going to see their eBay username across from their team if they're involved in this break. And the Rockies, you'll notice there, has been picked up by Sherry because our winning bidder, well, they didn't pay for it. So there you go. That's what happened there. All right. So, Sherry, are you good to go on PayPal from that perspective? Are we squared away there, my friend? I'm going to go ahead and get Stadium Club up on the table here. We can at least get that much done. It's kind of an ugly box this year, isn't it? That's going to just toss over. I know it is. I may as well set them this other way. I don't know why I think it's particularly ugly, but it just kind of is. I mean, I know it's just dirt, right? It's like dirt from the field, but it's still kind of ugly. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how I feel about it. We are looking for 2 autograph cards per box, as you can see on there. We're also looking for chrome parallel cards. We may find some other cards, other inserts and various things in here. Is when we go through the first box, we'll go a little bit slower and talk about any parallels and things that we see. And then, of course, in subsequent boxes, we'll go a little faster. I forgot we had box loaders in this now, so we will also have our box loader out of every box. We didn't always have box loaders in Stadium Club that I remember, but we do now, so there you go. Sherry, yes, 1450 actually. It doesn't even have to be 15. 1450 is where we landed on it. So, yeah, 1450 is fine. Okay, come on out here, please. There we go. So, let me get my view. I've got my view off on this page. Hang on one second. All right, now I'm back to where I can see it on both screens. Oh, all right, Sherry, cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, we'll try and get some good mojo for you in here. Our first box topper is Xander Bogaerts, and that is coming out for the Red Sox. So, these are obviously just large cards, basically, for lack of a better way to say it. Tom, hi Tom. He wants to know about rewinding. Yeah, I don't think you can rewind the break, Tom. I've heard that before from people. I think it has to do with the latency settings that I probably originally input when I set it up. And it has something to do with latency. And if you have a certain kind of latency, you can't rewind. With other kinds, you can, but I don't know. All I know is I set it up so that I could see chat in as close to real time as possible. Now, it still does have a little bit of a delay to it, but not as much as apparently it could have. So, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's no option to rewind because I've had people tell me that before. But of course, I do always post the break after we finish every night. And it takes a while to upload it and for YouTube to do whatever quote-unquote processing entails. But it's not usually too long after the break ends. And there's also an archived version that YouTube itself saves and puts up there. And, of course, the only difference in the two is that I put in the tags and titles and stuff in the one I upload, and YouTube doesn't. All right, so our base cards, which they're trying to already stick together tonight, we will go through just at a pretty good little clip because, well, there's a lot of cards tonight in all of our breaks, and we don't want to spend forever looking at straight base. So we won't spend too much time on those. We will look at our inserts a little longer in the very first box anyway to get a feel for what they are. And that is a Power Zone insert, and it's just a base version of it. We may at some point see a parallel, a Power Zone, but again, that's another just base one. Both got the silver writing. And I'm assuming Stadium Club is as it has been in past years. Sometimes you'll have a variant where the foil writing on it will be a different color other than silver when it's parallel often. So, man, I pull this guy all the time, and I never say his name right. It's Jose Urquidy or something like that. It is for the Houston Astros. I pull the guy all the time this year. This one is numbered to 50. And so the very first autograph we see out of Stadium Club tonight heads to the Astros. Now, this is an example of just simply a parallel. You'll see it is in the red foil writing down there instead of silver. It looks kind of black if I hold it one direction, but it is, in fact, red. And that's a Bellinger. We'll find several of those, and there are other color variations that we can find as well. That's just one of a few. I feel like my tripod is crooked. I don't know why, but I feel like it is. There was a Robert, just base rookie card that went by as well. These cards are really sticking together, much like what we opened last night. Had a similar problem with some top stuff. Here's another parallel, or insert rather. It is not a parallel of the insert. It's a straight standard insert of In the Wings we could find parallels of the inserts if they have different color writing, but that one did not. And this is still yet a different insert set. And that is Bryce Harper and the Phillies. And I don't really know what we're going to call that. Bash and Burn, I guess. Is that the name of that insert set? Maybe. We've got another card kind of sticking to the one behind it there. We had a terrible problem with cards wanting to stick together last night in Topps Chrome, too, which is not usually a set that sticks as much, but boy, it did last night, and they are tonight, too. Something's going on with the printer. Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. This is called Emperors of the Zone. So it is an insert, but it isn't just a standard insert, it appears. It's not numbered, and there's no color differentiation on it. Soler and the Royals, that one being a red parallel. I'll probably just sleeve those after the break in the essence of moving things along tonight, given how much we have to do. There's a Michael Chavis. This one is a black parallel. So the writing there black and the writing up there black. It comes out a little less often than our red ones. That one going, of course, to the Red Sox. We have an Austin Hayes, and that is another black one. So I'd say mostly these we'll just probably need to sleeve the black and the red mostly after the fact, since we're going to seem to be finding a lot of them anyway. And I already know these are also stuck. I can feel a big clump of them stuck in here. Right here it is. Got to separate those bad boys because they are hanging on for dear life. Sonny Gray for my Cincinnati Reds, and he has Francisco Lindor stuck to it. So I felt thick, so I thought it was going to be something good, but in fact it's just an Emperors of the Zone insert, and the reason it felt thick is because there were a whole bunch of other cards stuck to it. So all that wind up for nothing. Nothing interesting behind it. Okay, we got more stuff stuck. One for the Angels. This is Matt Face, and that one is not numbered, but it is going to the Angels. Second autograph out of box number 1. There's a Ryan Sandberg, a red one for the Cubbies. I'm going to call that Georgia Lease 1, but that might not be supposed to be said that way. But I'm going to call you Georgia Lease 1. You can tell me how I'm really supposed to pronounce it. But I know I'm with you. You're like, go Reds. Me too. That's my team. Now, we will sleeve this one because these definitely don't come out as much. The orange ones, that's the Dodgers and Jock Peterson. So we'll do it as it goes. The red and black we'll just do after the break in the essence of moving things along a bit. There's a Xander Bogaerts. It's red for the Red Sox. Somewhere we're still looking for a third autograph. Oh, this is nice. This is a Yordan Alvarez. And is it numbered? No, I kind of thought it would be, but it's not. But still, it's a nice little hit there. One of the Instavisions. You don't find those quite as frequently, of course, and they're always fun. Always a fun design every year. James Karinchak, and that is a red parallel, and I didn't see a third autograph, so is it stuck behind a card somewhere? Because Jordan wasn't autographed, was it? No. So, oh brother. We're supposed to have no, we're only supposed to have 2 in this product. Never mind. We got what we're supposed to get, 2 out of this product. For a minute, I was thinking 3, but that's not this. That's a different product. Yeah, 2. So we got what we were supposed to. Bill's cards, you said somebody hit a Burrow RPA 99 to 99 from Immaculate. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Arguably, though, I would say our Burrow and Herbert /25 dual autograph, it might be, you know, pretty much up there, too. It's not an RPA, I realize, but it's still a pretty tight hit we had. So, Jay Allen, you're just dropping by for a second. All right, bringing us the Phillies mojo, or trying to bring us the Phillies mojo we are. We will do our best, sir. So we have a Max Scherzer for the Nationals. That is our box loader card out of box number 2. Hopefully we won't have as many that are stuck together, because that does definitely slow us down a little bit. Or if I can catch them as we go, like I did that group, maybe I can loosen them up a little. That would be ideal. Yeah, Cardman, Chris, and Sherry both got my back over there saying, yeah, it reminded me there were only 2 in a box. I know, I got confused. I was thinking of a totally different product. I've got so many things going on tonight. I just got all messed up on that one, thinking 3. But yeah, you're right. It's just 2. But thank you, Cardman, Chris, and Sherry. Yeah, Bill's cards, I don't know, though. I mean, there are a lot of people who maybe prefer an RPA to a straight signature. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't, you know, one up against the other. There are always going to be people who prefer an RPA. But for me, I like the fact that it's also got Herbert on it. And even though they named Tyrod Taylor as the starter this week, you got to think Justin's going to see the field at least probably midway through the season, maybe sooner. And I also expect, oh, these are really stuck. I also expect that he's going to probably be pretty good long-term, hopefully. So the fact that you got them both on there and the 25, I would take that one. But there are a lot of people who would say, nah, I'd rather have the RPA. So a little bit of dealer's choice, I guess, is the way to look at that. I guess I didn't get them all unstuck because there's another big clump. It's not even in every pack. It's just like certain packs are stuck together and other ones aren't. And this is exactly what we had last night in Chrome, and I think it's so bizarre. But nonetheless, we got to work with what they give us, don't we? So the Astros have another autograph. Out of the 3 autographs we pulled, 2 of them have been Astros. That one's Abraham Toro. And there's Matt on a red parallel for the Angels. And a couple of people that were stuck together there. Another power team, but wasn't a parallel, so we'll keep on trucking. A Trey Turner, that's a red one for the Nationals. Yeah, they're not going to get me this time. I knew there was going to be a card stuck to it this time. That is an Emperors of the Zone, Mike Clevenger. He's an Indian on that card. Of course, in real life, he got traded, but still an Indian on that card, so that's where it goes. Corey Kluber and the Rangers, red. Yeah, out of all the deals that the Padres made, that Clevenger is probably the better one. Shogo Akiyama, black parallel, my Cincinnati Reds, who took an absolute beating from St. Louis. Did y'all see that? That was so ridiculous. It was like 17-1 or something. I was like, yeah. So all that trendy talk at the start of the shortened season being, oh yeah, the Reds, you know, with all those off-season moves, they're a trendy World Series pick. Right. I mean, I love the Reds. They are my team, but we are horrible as ever. Just as bad as we ever were. Shane Bieber, red for the Indians. There's a Robert, just base rookie. So for all that money we spent, let's just say we didn't really improve much, did we? Yeah. Except we just spend a lot more money to be bad. Abraham, Toro, Black, Astros. More stuff stuck together. And more stuff stuck together. Followed by an Aaron Nola. Emperors of the Zone. His little brother got traded as well. Austin. I think he's... oh, maybe Austin's the older brother. Is he the older one or the younger one? I don't know. Wouldn't swear to it either way. Oh, this is taking forever having to pull all these apart. This Austin Meadow red for the Tampa Bay Rays. I'd be so much happier if they were just able to look through them like normal. Oh, there was a good little run of them not stuck together. I liked that. The Arizona Diamondbacks, Domingo Leyba. Tanaka, red, Yankees. Chris Sale, red, Red Sox. All right, so Chris, you said Austin, which one's younger though? Austin is younger or Aaron is younger? I originally thought Austin was younger, but then after I said it, I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's opposite of the way I said it. Maybe Aaron was just ahead of things and Austin was slower. I don't know. Hardman Chris needs some Giants magic. Sherry said that, oh, the Reds are tied tonight, the last time you looked. No, I'm not in Cincy. I'm actually in Kentucky, but I grew up a Cincinnati Reds fan. My whole family, we're all Reds fans. So, yeah, they've been my team ever since I was a kid. And even though we've been absolutely horrible for what seems like 4,000 years, I've made my peace with it. Now I can just joke about it. But for a while, it really made me mad. Now I'm just used to it, I guess. There are the Milwaukee Brewers and Christian Yelich on our box loader out of this one. George Elise, you said Votto with a walk-off single RBI in the 9th. Oh, we won one tonight. 4-3. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Good. All right, let's see here. Sherry, I missed your other comment up there earlier. You said you tried to get the Angels, but they went crazy high, so you're going to look for a Trey Turner red foil. All right, let's do it. I'm super happy that the Reds won tonight, especially after that god-awful beating last night. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I am glad we picked up Archie Bradley, though, because we need more than just Archie Bradley for closers, but that's at least a step in the right direction, so I was pleased with that move anyway. Austin is the younger of the two. Okay, so I did have it right the first time. Chris needs some Twins magic. Sherry, you are a Nats fan in Cincinnati. Oh, so you're just up the road from me, but you're a Nats fan. How'd that happen? Maybe just because Cincinnati is bad? And you're like, no, I don't want to root for them. Oh, I already pulled your Trey Turner red foil. Okay, good. I don't often retain all the stuff we pull because, well, I'm multitasking. So you know how the brain works. It doesn't, it lets a lot of stuff kind of go by the wayside in the process of multitasking. So I often do not even recall all the parallels and things we hit as we go. I do know, however, this is our first Chrome parallel that we've seen tonight. And that is Mr. Albert Pujols for the Angels, and it is the first of the Chrome to make an appearance. So that's always good to see. Emperors of the Zone Flaherty for the Cardinals. Moose, red parallel for Mike Moustakas and my little Cincinnati Reds. who happily apparently won tonight. And here comes another chrome, Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Ken Griffey Jr., you know I love him. That is a red parallel, not red, black parallel for the Mariners. I've got red parallel on the brain at the moment. An autograph that is a beauty. It's a sticker, but you know what? Who cares? It's Cal Ripken Jr. Who cares if it's a sticker or on card? Because that is a sweet little hit. And it is numbered to 10, and the Baltimore Orioles are now officially quite happy, I expect, because that is a fantastic hit. And right behind it is a Cal Ripken Jr. red foil. So, how you like that, Baltimore? We had you Cal Ripken kind of box there, didn't we? There's a Dustin May. It's turned around the opposite way, so perhaps a short print. We'll sleeve it in case. And that's the Dodgers, of course, the Dustin May. That feels like something is stuck to it because there is something stuck to it. That's why it felt like it was, because it really was. And, oh, there's something on the back of that, too. It was Willie Mays hiding out back there. Severino, Yankees, red. Oh yeah, you guys like the Cal Ripken Jr. I know, it was sweet, wasn't it? And to 10, no less. I love when we pull good stuff like that. Especially products like this, it's sometimes harder to pull them from even. Logan Allen Indians. So I feel particularly happy that we got that tonight. I see a little Tommy Edman. Let's just grab him. He's a black parallel for the Cardinals. Since he was facing the wrong way, figured we might as well take a peek at him. There's a Justin Verlander. It's going to be an Emperor of the Zone. Well, I don't know if I showed you who was behind him, but in case it didn't, there he went. I just kind of laid the other one down, I think. Max Muncy, red, Dodgers. Clevenger, red, Indians. And an autograph, our second one out of this box, and it is Rojas. Josh Rojas for the Diamondbacks. I think that's the second autograph for Arizona, I think. Nice little Chipper Jones red for Atlanta. Somebody stuck to the back of Barry Larkin. All right. Another one in the books. Brian wants to know if we have had any Mets hits. I would not swear as to whether or not we've had any, like, foil type stuff hit. I don't know. We haven't had any autographs hit for the Mets, but as far as, like, the foil type stuff, I don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. But I do recap the autographs at the end and the chrome cards, but we don't necessarily go through all the red, black, and etc. because there's lots of that. We will take another look at the orange one, but so far we've only hit one orange one, but we do recap the orange ones since they come out less frequently. For the Phillies, it is a box loader for Bryce Harper in Philadelphia. Van Horn says we had a DeGrom insert. We did. What was it? Was it like Emperors of the Zone or one of those type things? I don't really remember it, honestly. I'm just trying to get these pulled apart somewhat as they come out of the pack when I feel them all stuck together. Thought maybe it would. I don't think it's going to make it any easier, though. I think they're still going to be stuck together. So why bother, right? We'll just do them as we go. That's what we'll do. Do them as we go. These two guys jumped off the pile, so we're going to go ahead and look at them now and move them out of the way since they were in such a hurry. Yeah, another sticky stack. Yeah, I have to say, I kind of admire the Padres. They made a lot of moves at the deadline, and most teams, I guess, are kind of a little more reluctant this year because of revenue down and everything else and shortened season. And it seemed like most teams just kind of stood where they were, didn't make a lot of changes other than maybe a minor player or two here and there. But the Padres, man, they're not playing. They're just like, yeah, we're going to go get everybody right now, all at once. And really, they didn't have to give much away. Taylor, Trammell's really all they traded prospect-wise that would have probably been in their top 10 or so. And, of course, they just got him from the Reds last year as part of that 3-team deal. And they moved him, but other than that, they didn't have to give up a lot of prospects, of highly ranked ones anyway. So I guess we'll see if it pays off for them or not, though. That'll be the key, of course. A Roberto Clemente red Pirates. I think we got somebody hanging on. Still somebody hanging on. There we go. There's a Jeff McNeil red Mets. I wish we could do a tour of printing plants where they make these cards. I would love to go through and like see how do they insert the autographs and how do they put these things together. Collate, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Nico Horner for the Cubbies. Autograph number 1 out of this box. There's a Mondesi red Royals. Because, you know, sometimes you open stuff and you have tons of autographs for one guy or one team in the same box, and it's crazy. And I'd like to know how that sort of stuff happens. There's a Power Zone red Chris Bryant Cubs. Behind it, an Emperor of the Zone Garrett Cole for the Yankees. And then also just to figure out like how weird stuff like this happens when sometimes some packs are stuck together and some packs aren't. It's got to be something in the way they're printed, but I'd just like to know how it works. Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Like I would go to a tour that showed me that. Maybe nobody else would. Marcel Ozuna, that's red foil. Probably nobody else would care, but I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. There is a chrome parallel. It is Freddie Freeman, the Atlanta Braves. Beyond it is VR, and that's the black parallel for the Marlins. Didn't the Marlins picked up, didn't they pick up Marte at the deadline? I think they did. So that was an all right move for them too, I guess. Chris, you said, who's in New Jersey? You know someone who drives the truck who brings them to the... Oh, well, the printing plant, the main printing plants for both companies are in... the printing plants, anyway, are in Texas, the primary ones. Now, maybe what you're talking about, maybe they do the other stuff, I guess, not printing in New Jersey, it sounds like, where they collated or whatever. So that would be interesting to see. Or Charles, rather. I attributed that to Chris, but I think it's Charles that said that, maybe. Or no, it was Chris that said it. Charles says, you missed your Redskins Immaculate break. Well, we're, of course, still in the break right now. Once we finish the break, I'll upload it, but that's gonna be a while because there's another product after this. Number to 10, there is a Justin Dunn for the Mariners. And that's a nice little hollow foil hit for Seattle. There's a red Matthew Boyd for the Tigers. So yeah, unfortunately, Charles, we can't upload it while we're still in it. But once it ends, then I'll be able to get it up and running. It does take a little while to upload when it's long, like it will be tonight. It's a black Justin Turner for the Dodgers. So it'll probably be a couple hours after the break ends. Alternatively, the one that eBay puts up that YouTube puts up themselves might be available sooner. There is a Byron Buxton orange parallel for the Twins. And the only difference in the one that YouTube archives and automatically makes available and the one that I will upload myself, the only difference is, of course, that I will add the tags and titles to make it searchable, whereas easier to find. Whereas YouTube will just put it up and it'll only say like live break or live stream or something like that. So, but otherwise, obviously, the content being the same. So sometimes they get their archived version up faster. Sometimes what I upload goes up faster. It's hard to say which one it will be. Some nights they take forever to get them quote unquote processed, whereas other nights they do it pretty quickly. So there's a Jock Peterson that is red for the Dodgers. We've got another one hanging on to the back there. All right, so we are 4 down, 4 to go on Stadium Club. And of course, Donruss Football will begin at the conclusion of Stadium Club. So probably about another half hour from now, I'm going to say, roughly. We'll be getting in the midst of Donruss, I think, in probably about a half hour. Give or take 5 minutes in either direction. All right, box loader stuck in. Oh, box loader doesn't want to come out of the wrapper. Come on out of there, please. Okay, it is Veritek going to the Red Sox. Box loader out of box number 5, I guess that was. All right. You said, what did you say there? You think it would be interesting to see a full tour of a baseball card producing company. Yeah, see, I do too. So maybe I wouldn't be the only one that would go then. Sherry said it was Marte that went to the Marlins. I thought that it was, that was kind of the big addition that the Marlins made. So, usually the Marlins are sellers at the deadline. Hardly ever are they buyers, but Marte is a nice little pickup for them. Oh, Chris says Pokemon cards are printed up there in New Jersey. Yeah, probably, I guess. I know that the only reason I know the main printing plants for Topps and Panini are for the sports cards are in Texas is because that's what happened to us earlier this year when we went without product for an extended period of time, was because the printing plant itself was shut down and they didn't have an alternate printing plant, neither Topps nor Panini, available to print their sports cards. So that's the only reason that I know that the primary ones are in Texas, is because of what happened earlier this year when we had no product. Otherwise, I would have had no clue myself. So a few of those little things we learned the hard way, didn't we? Charles said he knows Chase Young made an appearance. He did indeed. He did. We won't ruin it for you unless you want us to. But yeah, he came out a little bit. Came out to play a little bit. Bill's card says you can rewind. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that everybody said you couldn't, but you just said that you can. So I don't know. Again, it's been that way. Whatever the settings are, they've been that way for years. And they have to do with latency, and that's all I know. So Bill's card's talking about the sticky cards. Yeah, it's horrible. It slows us down. It takes much longer when I have to stop and separate all these cards than if they would just come apart like normal, and we wouldn't have to stop every 5 seconds and try to pull one apart. So yeah, it's definitely adding to the amount of time that it takes to do the break, and I could definitely prefer that they not be stuck together to the degree that they have been. Maybe that one's not, and it felt like it was. But yeah, they have been a hot mess tonight. Very stuck together. Thankfully, not every single pack, though. It would really be a mess if every pack was like that. At least it's only a few packs per box. That helps somewhat, I guess. A Patrick Corbin for the Nationals. That's a red foil. This box has got more in it than some of the others have had. Wait a minute. I put down the wrong one, the one you hadn't seen when I pulled them apart. There's a red foil Power Zone Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Here comes an Emperor of the Zone Chris Paddock stuck to another card. All right, let's come on now. Jose Abreu, the White Sox, a red foil. Well, Jose Abreu, please go over there and stay there. Quit trying to run around. Yeah, this whole box is all a mess. Biggio, Blue Jays, black. Well, this one little section's slightly better, so we got a little tiny run where it's better. Sean Manaea, red, A's. There's a Rod Carew, that's red for the Angels. And I know this stack on the left's got a lot stuck together. All right, let's see how many we can find without having to do that. Although I think there's going to be a bunch of doing that in this particular part of it. We've got little Jalen Davis for the Giants. Is that numbered? No. Here's Kim stuck to Goldschmidt, but Kim is the red foil for the Cardinals. Yep, more stuck. There's a Randy Johnson that is an orange. So I think that's our third orange of the night, I believe. That was the Diamondbacks. And an Emperor of the Zone, Tyler Glasnow. Oh, that's still another one. That was a big old clump, wasn't it? Here's a Yamamoto. That is a red for the Marlins. And a couple more left over here out of the stuck side. Sandoval, Angels, black. And there we go. That is box number 5. That is all finished up. Oh, I just passed. What did I just? You said I just passed an autograph. Okay. I did. Well, oh, there's a chrome one. Past that. And that's Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. But, all right. So an autograph we passed. Yell when you see it. Because I obviously must not have seen it the first way through if you say we just went past it. So, like, how far back was it? And who was it? Do you know either one? Austin Nola. Okay, so somewhere in here you said we've passed an Austin Nola. All right, so if you see it, yell. Did you see it go back through in that last stack? Maybe the chat didn't come up for a minute, so it could have been in the stack before. There it is. Yes, it is. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Yeah, chat doesn't always pop up right when you guys type it, and I also don't glance over right always at the same time either. So, yeah, sometimes we have to go back, but that's all right because you knew exactly the player, and I love that. That makes it much easier. Thank you. So, Austin Nola and the Mariners. We were talking about him earlier. Now we're moving on to box number 6. Yeah, guys, anytime you see, if I don't catch an autograph or if I miss a numbered card, a chrome card, a foil card, something that you see go by that you think I should have called out and I didn't, that means I didn't see it. So for sure, jump into chat and let me know, and I will always go back and locate it. Of course, I would find it during sorting, but we would always rather see it live. So anytime you notice something like that, I mean, I'm just like anybody else, I can mess up and not see something go through. So for sure, thank you for grabbing that one. And anything like that you see, always feel free, jump in chat and say, hey dummy, you just let a chrome go by or whatever. There is a Randy Johnson for the Mariners, our box loader here. So Chris, he said there was only one autograph. The second autograph, of course, was the one I just went to find, the Austin Nola. The other one was the Jalen Davis. So there was, in fact, 2. I just did not see the Austin Nola go by. And by the time I saw chat, we were already a bit down the road, but that's all right, because I always keep things stacked separately, box by box, generally speaking. So if I have something I got to go back and find, I kind of know which place to look, so we don't have to go back through, you know, everything. So yeah, I definitely try to keep them stacked box by box, because sometimes obviously I miss something, and then one of you guys will catch it and I'll be able to go back and grab it for us. I think tonight I'm too focused on trying to get all these cards separated, truthfully. That's got too much of my attention on trying to make sure I don't have anything stuck together, and I'm not. And I need to look more at, is that a chrome card or an autograph card, instead of is there something stuck to the back of it, which is more what I've been worried about having happen. This is going to be another group that's really a hot mess. I gotta tell you what, that's gonna make me not want to break Stadium Club this year. Of course, I've already got another break of it scheduled, so we're gonna break it at least one more time, but I am not going to want to break much of this year with all of this stuff going on. Because you've got to assume, as much as we found tonight in a half case, that it's going to be like this throughout the whole product. I doubt it's just a one-off. All right, so we may as well stop and unclump all of these. And likewise with these. Ay, ay, ay. All right, slowly but surely, we will work our way through it. But this is, I think, about the worst one yet. Justin Dunn, we already saw him once. Now we're going to see him again. That's another one for the Mariners, who have quite a few in here already tonight. There's a red Buster Posey for the Giants. How about the Giants, man? 3 guys with 6 RBIs apiece. Like, what? In the same game. Has that ever been done before? I gotta say, it probably hasn't been. Yeah. 3 guys, 6 RBIs apiece in one game. Crazy. Eugenio Suarez, red foil, my Cincinnati Reds. Now, there have been, I don't know what's up this week, but there have been some crazy looking scores for baseball. They've looked like football scores, at least on one side of the board. Pete Alonso, red foil, in the wings insert for the Mets. Here is a, well, it is a Chris Sale Emperor of the Zone, if I can get it detached. There you go. It was hanging on to Blake Snell there. There's a Miguel Cabrera that is red for the Tigers. Sherry, you bought some random packs today, too, and yours were all stuck together as well. So, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's not going to be just like, oh, I got a weird half case or something. I think the whole product's going to be this way. And I am not going to want to break a whole lot of that dealing with all of this. Ooh, blue. Now, you don't see the blue very often. And that is Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. And it is numbered 250 because you don't see it very often. So there you go, Angels. Shohei to 50. And we got somebody stuck to the back of Josh Bell there. Yeah, we had this happen last night with Topps Chrome, too, for the first time. And I've broken a lot of Chrome this year with no problems. But last night we had a little sticking together with Chrome, but nothing like this is tonight. I mean, it was a few random packs here and there, but it certainly wasn't to the extent that this has been. And I know it's not a throughout the product thing because we've opened a bunch without having that problem. Trent Grisham red. But boy, that has not obviously been the case tonight. Oh, come on now. Here's a Hunter Dozier. Black. Casey. And the Sunshine Band. You'd have to be of a certain age probably to know who Casey and the Sunshine Band are, but Royals, obviously, on that last card. So, Sherry, did you hit anything good in the random packs that you bought? Did you find anything interesting? There's a Flaherty Emperors of the Zone. All right, there's a bunch stuck together here, so hang on. There. Logan Webb, Giants, red. Wonder if what causes it. I mean, is it the heat? Is it, I mean, I just can't imagine what causes it and why it doesn't apply to all packs. Why do only some packs have it? And why doesn't every card in that pack have it when it's on some of them? Stadium Club, black, foil, Oakland A's, Seth Brown that just went by. Obviously Stadium Club. I guess I didn't have to say that part, but I don't know. I said it anyway. Anthony K. This is our second autograph out of this box, and that's going to Toronto. And there's a Bryce Harper red for the Phillies. All right, we already cut that one. Let's cut this one too. Not really, but you got a few red foil. All right, well, then it was probably at least worth the effort. What do they charge for a pack of Stadium Club these days? Haven't been in my local card shop in a long time, not since it sold to new owners. I used to go in all the time when the guy owned it, who had it for 20 some odd years, Larry. And Larry and I got along really well, and I went in there quite often. And then the people that bought it from him are like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering type people, not so much sports card people, and I haven't been in since they bought it. There's a Gleyber Torres for the Yankees. Box loader. So I'm just curious what a pack of Stadium Club would go for these days. Oh, Chris, you got a Harper out of 10 out of Stadium Club. Well, that's nice. $2.99 at Target for 5 cards. Okay, so different than the hobby pack then. I got you. You were talking about more the retail pack. I got you. Yeah, it's hard to find hobby stores in a lot of cities. They've closed down. I mean, we have just the one left here now, but as I said, those people who bought it are really more about gaming, and the whole reason they bought it from him, they said, was they wanted to start expanding into sports cards a little bit, but also the proximity to a school. The hobby shop is maybe, I don't know, mile from a school, like a middle school, and they thought it would be a really good place for them, for their Magic and Pokemon and all that, because of the location. So I'm kind of afraid to even go in there, truthfully, because I don't even want to see it all full of Pokemon cards and all that. I just, it kind of messes me up. Oh, Chris, you have 2 hobby shops in your town? Wow, man, that's nice. Bill's Cards, you are opening your 2020 Donruss Hobby Box right now. Oh, well, yeah, we'll wish you luck, for sure. For sure, for sure. All righty. What did you say about Panini, Chris? All I see is that it says Panini. Oh, your Harper came out of something Panini. I got you. It didn't come out of Stadium Club. Gotcha. There is a Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs with a hollow foil parallel. Blake Snell and the Tampa Bay Rays. Why is that facing around the opposite way? Oh, because it says first day issue on it. That took me a minute. Duh. Right over there. First day issue over there on the left-hand side, and it took me a hot second to find that. I was like, why is that facing around the other way? See? Habit, right? I'm expecting to flip it over and see that I've got a different color, and then when I didn't have it, I was confused for a minute. Vlad Guerrero Jr., there's a chrome parallel for the Blue Jays. Kirby Yates, that is a black parallel for the Padres. And this particular box felt largely like it's going to be pretty normal coming out of the packs. It didn't feel like there's a whole lot stuck together in this one. Mauricio Dubon, that is out for the San Francisco Giants. There's a Kim red foil for the Cardinals, which I feel like might be a duplicate, but I wouldn't swear to it. Marcus Semien, black Oakland A's. Bo Bichette, that is a red for the Blue Jays. Sorry. Chris Paddock. Whenever it rains, my sinuses and allergies and asthma gets all crazy on me. I don't know, and I take 500 things for allergies and asthma and whatever. It seems like 500 things anyway, and still kicks my butt certain times a year and when it rains. Matt Olson red, Oakland A's. A Yelich Power Zone. Ooh, nice, to 50. That is the orange parallel for the Brewers. And there is Yasmani Grandal. Once upon a time, a Cincinnati Red in a land far, far away. Chicago White Sox. And Yasmani. Eloy Jimenez, White Sox. Red parallel. A couple of White Sox right in a row there. Yeah, now see, this whole box has been pretty normal. Hardly anything stuck together in this one, which is nice. That's the way it should be. George Brett, Red, Royals. Emperor of the Zone, DeGrom for the Mets. And that wraps up box number 7. Which leads us to, of course, last box mojo time here on Stadium Club. So we've got to collectively focus our energy here and try to pull some heat out of our last box of Stadium Club. Of course, we already did pretty well, what with Cal Ripken to 10 and all, but still, there's no reason we can't do it again, right? Sherry, you have to go to Dayton for your card shop. Hank Aaron, and that is the Braves. It says Milwaukee Braves, but of course the former Milwaukee Braves are the current Atlanta Braves. Cards always stay with their franchise. So franchise relocates or renames or whatever, the cards just follow right along behind it. That and more fascinating information can be found in the special circumstances area of the listing description. Oh, Sherry, you happened to come up on some packs while you were picking up prescriptions. I like it. My Target has, we're a college town, so you would think that the stores here would have a decent amount of cards, but they really don't. They used to have more, and a couple of years ago, Target, Walmart, and everybody cut their card sections way, way back. And they don't get very much, and Target has them in a really weird, out-of-the-way place. So it's hard to, you have to make an effort to go there. You're not going to just cruise by it and there it is and be like, oh yeah, I should remember to check that. You have to make a concerted effort to go find them, but they so seldom have anything anymore at my Target or my Walmart. I really think that the people who do the merchandising are either buying a bunch of it themselves when they put it out, or they're calling their buddies before they put it out, or the people at the store are grabbing it the second it's put out or something, because they just have virtually nothing, even on release days. It's been dry as a bone for a while. Jay Allen said, anything good? Well, we hit a Cal Ripken Jr. autograph to 10, which is pretty good. I would say that's the best that we've hit so far, autograph-wise. There's a Michael Baez for the Padres. Because, I mean, it's, it's kind of hard to beat Cal Ripken Jr. in general. Carter Kieboom, Red, Nationals. But we are close to recapping it, Jay Allen, so if you hang out, you'll see the recap here in a minute. That was Talion for Pittsburgh, and it was red. Yeah, it's taken us a little longer than normal, Jay Allen, to get through it, because a lot of these have been stuck together. These last couple of boxes haven't been as bad as the boxes prior. Bogarts, Red Sox, red. But we have several boxes where virtually everything was stuck together. Oh, now that's different. What is happening there? That is, we haven't seen anything else with that big Liberty Bell on it. So there's some kind of something for you with Aaron Nola for your Phillies. I don't know if that's a short print, what that is exactly, but it's certainly not the norm. So there is a black Cardinals DeYoung. And a little clump we need to unstick. And did I say Austin Nola a minute ago? By the way, that was Aaron Nola, and I might have said Austin because we've been talking about Austin all night, but the Liberty Bell one is Aaron, if I said Austin, which I may have. So I know Stanglover wanted this because he told me he did specifically. So out of the last box, we finally hit it for him. It is a Yamamoto autograph for the Marlins, and it is numbered to 25, no less. So at least we got one thing that Stanglover wanted tonight. There's a Jesus Luzardo red for the Oakland A's. All right, what else have we got in here? Jay Allen says no Phillies. Well, I mean, you had some box loaders and you've got red foil and stuff like that, but autograph-wise, there have been no Phillies, no. Not autograph-wise, but there have been other things. But if you were chasing autos, no, sadly, not yet. We do have one more yet to find, of course. That is red for the Indians. We've got only seen the Yamamoto out of this last box, so one more in our stack here. That is, what is that? Black. Yeah, black for Tampa Bay. All right. Jose Altuve and the Astros. That one red. Oh, that's a cool shot, isn't it? I like that, of Soroka. DeGrom and the Mets. And I don't know why that was really facing around the other way either, other than we're going to assume it's a short print because it is an image variation. So we'll assume that's probably a short print for DeGrom, perhaps. Here's a Shogo Akiyama, red for the Reds. All right, little stack here. Greinke, Astros. Another Emperor of the Zone. Now, we've only seen one autograph out of this box, haven't we? So unless it's in these next couple of cards, that means I missed it. There's a Power Zone Mike Trout red for the Angels. There's a Severino Emperor of the Zone. And I don't see it. Did we only hit Yamamoto out of here, or did we hit the other one? And I just don't remember hitting the other one. Now, all right, we're going to have to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the Yamamoto was the second one out of there. Okay. I just had lost track. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to recap. Not all of the foil stuff, obviously, because there's a ton of red and black foil. That's really pretty common, so we're not going to recap those, but we will recap our numbered cards, the short prints, and the orange foil. All right, so there's the DeGrom photo variation that I believe is a short print for the Mets. And this has got to be some kind of SP because it's got the big Liberty Bell overlay there. And that's for Aaron Nola, so I've got to think that's some kind of SP as well. Here is an orange to 50 Power Zone Yelich for the Brewers. This Vlad Guerrero Jr. is in there because it is a chrome, and we don't hit a lot of chromes, so I'm recapping them. This one is a first day of issue stamped on it, and that's Tampa Bay Rays and Blake Snell. And here is a hollow foil for Kyle Hendricks and the Cubs. Shohei Ohtani, the blue parallel, it's numbered to 50. And then we have a chrome Wilson Contreras for the Cubs. We've got an orange Randy Johnson Diamondbacks, orange Byron Buxton for the Twins. Next up is a chrome Freddie Freeman for the Braves, an orange Jock Peterson for the Dodgers, followed by a Chrome DeGrom for the Mets. That's the one I forgot we hit earlier. Albert Pujols and a Chrome for the Angels. And then we had our Instavision here, and that is Yordan Alvarez and the Astros. Now the autograph recap from Stadium Club coming up next here. Got the Yamamoto, it's numbered to 25, going to the Marlins. And we have Michael Baez and the Padres, Yasmani Grandal, White Sox, Mauricio Dubon for the Giants, Anthony Kay, the Blue Jays, Justin Dunn, Mariners, Austin Nola, Mariners, Jalen Davis, Giants. And here is a hollow foil Justin Dunn for the Mariners. It is numbered to 10. Nico for the Cubbies, followed by Rojas and the Diamondbacks. Here's this little beauty. It is a Chrome Cal Ripken Jr. It is a sticker auto, but I honestly don't think that matters. That's a nice hit for the Orioles. It's numbered to 10. And there's Domingo for the Diamondbacks and Toro for the Astros. Matt Thaiss for the Angels. And we got it started tonight with our Quitty for the Astros, and it is numbered to 50. And that one is a red foil parallel as well, which you probably noticed. You probably saw that. Okay, so that takes care of the Stadium Club break and recap. Now we are going to roll right on into some Donruss football. I told you guys it was going to be a long break tonight. Y'all didn't believe me, but I told you. I said yesterday you better bring a blanket and a snack and a drink and walk the dog and everything else before we get started. I knew it was going to be long tonight. There's so many cards in Chrome and Stadium Club and Donruss. Alrighty, let me get you on the right page here. We are planning on having everything out the door on or before Tuesday. Obviously, as much as I can get out before that, I will. Now, the reason it says Tuesday instead of Monday is because Monday is Labor Day, right? So there's no mail pickup or drop-off, delivery, however you want to say it. I can't, nobody's going to take it from me, in other words. So anything from Saturday about midday when the post office closes on through Monday can't go out until Tuesday. So we're getting ready to go into Donruss Football. We've already completed our other two breaks. If you got skunked in Immaculate Collegiate and you did not hit a card of any sort, you will still have a package shipping out. It will go out when the rest of the break goes out the door, and it'll have your consolation card or cards in it. If you were in Stadium Club that was just completed or Donruss that we are about to start, there is absolutely no way you're not going to have cards of some sort, because as you can see, there's a blue million cards in that break that we just finished, and there'll be probably even more in the one that we're about to do with Donruss. So we don't have to sweat that. Now, I did have an unpaid team. Let me see if they have paid while we've been busy working here, or if they haven't paid by now, you know they're not going to. And it looks like they did. All right, so there you go. So somebody who was previously unpaid, they managed to get it paid in the hour and 45 minutes since they should have paid it. So yay. It is a 6-box, third of a case break of Donruss Football, and this also is break number 1. It also ended tonight on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Wednesday night, the 2nd of September. Once again, we have our team names on the left-hand side. Each eBay user ID is up in lights across from their team on the opposite side for those who are involved in this break tonight. And yeah, so this is going to take us a while too. There's a lot of cards in Donruss, just as there was in Stadium Club. I hate when they do a big new release day and all the products have lots of cards. Because, you know, you want to break it all on new release day because it's fun and we all want to break it, me included. I want to get in there and see what's in there. But then when they make these breaks with like 2,000 cards in them and stuff, it's crazy. And believe it or not, even a third of a case, which is what 6 boxes is of Donruss, is still going to be something like 1,500 cards or more, I think. I mean, it's going to be a tremendous amount of cards. Well, maybe not. It's telling us 180 per box, so maybe not as many as I thought, but still a lot. 1,500 maybe, 1,500. One autograph, one memorabilia card per box on average. There'll be loads of other things in here. This product is probably got as many inserts and parallels as it does base cards. So what we will do in the first box is go a little tiny bit slower and talk a little bit about what we're seeing. And that'll be for the first few packs. And then in our subsequent packs and subsequent boxes, we'll go obviously a lot faster so that we're not still doing this at 1 a.m. Let me get a little drink of water and then we will get underway here. Cody says he thought he'd be done by now. Yeah, Cody, that's why I always say there in that listing description that we're breaking this product and other products so everybody knows that it's not just one product per night. I mean, and there are nights where it's just one product, but whenever it's a new release, we generally will break everything that comes out on a given day in the same night. So, yeah. And strictly speaking, Stadium Club had fewer cards in the break than Donruss would have, which is why it went in the secondary spot. But, of course, it ended up taking us much longer in as much as every other card was stuck together. So it ended up taking probably about an extra 20 minutes to do the break just because of the fact that so many cards were stuck together. So did put us a little bit farther behind schedule than I thought we would be at this point in the night, but hey, the unknown variable came and got us on that one. Who knew everything was going to be stuck together? Bill's cards, you had 3 hits in your box, 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia. All right, well, good job. Congratulations on that. You got a Devin Duvernay autograph and then Mims to 99. Okay, well, that sounds like you came out of that all right, my friend. You did indeed come out of that pretty well. Yeah, Cody, again, man, that's why I always say in the listing description, of course, that we're breaking multiple products in one night. I mean, it says it right in there in that same spot where it talks about the date and the time and all that right there in those couple of paragraphs so that everybody is aware that, you know, that's what's going on. And unfortunately, man, I'm going as fast as I can. So I can only go as fast as I can go. And they gave us 3 new releases today. So that's what we're breaking tonight, and I do my best to let people know by stating in the description that we do more than one break in the same evening. So I'm sorry, man, if you miss seeing that, and it's an inconvenience, but of course I will upload it, so if you need to hit the hay, you'll definitely have the replay waiting for you in the morning if you need to get some Z's, because I understand that. I don't really love breaking 3 hours solid either, or 4, but but sometimes that's what we got to do. So this is a Dominators Russell Wilson Seahawk, and it was a hollow foil, and we will, I'm sure, find many, many of those before we finish up tonight. Here's another one. This is a Gridiron Kings. Again, it's an unnumbered, but since we're going through this first box and talking about things a little more, we're going a bit slower. There's a P. Ryan that is the rookies insert. It is hollow foil, unnumbered as well. Now, subsequent stuff, unless it is numbered on those hollow foils and inserts, we won't always stop on them. But we are now, since we're getting acquainted with this product out of the first box. Now, you know I love that hit because I'm a Steelers fan. So I love seeing the first thing out being Mr. Donnie Shell, numbered to 99, going to Pittsburgh, baby. Now, this is a hollow foil. It's also die cut, and it is the gold parallel. It is numbered to 25, and it is Michael Pittman Jr. for the Indianapolis Colts. So the first die cut of the night and the first numbered card of the night. And my man Troy Polamalu, that is a hollow foil. It is Legend Series, and once again, unnumbered. I expect we will see plenty of those as we go along. The champ is here. We'll see lots of those featuring, of course, your Super Bowl champs. We'll see lots of these. Those are just little advertising cards, and we'll find tons of them. I do generally flip them over so that we can make sure there's nothing stuck to the back of them. So that's why you'll see me flip those over, and why you'll see me flip the white block cards over as well. There's a Tua on a Gridiron Kings. Again, it's unnumbered, but it was Tua after all. So this is Action All-Stars, All Pros, Action All Pros. And it is kind of a hollow foil sort of coating on it, more or less. That particular one is Chandler Jones, but it is also unnumbered. There's a Nick Bosa that is a parallel, but unnumbered as well. Or I guess technically an insert. I always use those words interchangeably when technically they're not interchangeable, but I often say them interchangeably. I gotta do better about that. There's a press proof Denzel Mims for the Jets. The press proofs also are unnumbered, generally speaking. We may find some that are along the way. This is Power Formulas Sean Alexander Seahawks, unnumbered. And then we've got some more base. And there's another rookies, Denzel Mims for the Jets on another, what do we want to call that? Hollow foil, I guess, technically. So far, the hollow foil looked pretty good tonight. We'll see if they hold true to that or not. That was Saquon. A lot of our products this year that have had hollow foil, you probably have noticed, we've had problems with the hollow foil peeling away from the card in a number of releases this year. So far, not seeing that tonight. Hopefully, we'll carry on that way. Numbered to 75, there is Alvin Kamara and the Saints. Got a little NOLA here for this die cut to 75. There's an Elite Series, Kenny Golladay for the Lions, unnumbered as well, but shiny, pretty. Legends of the Fall, unnumbered. We'll find plenty of them. That particular one, Pat Mahomes for Kansas City. And let me get these little blocks out of the way. So rated rookies, of course, we all like to see those. This one, though, is numbered to 12, so even better. It is Denzel Mims out for the Jets with a low number of 12 and the purple parallel. So you can't argue with that. There's another Dominators hollow foil. Another little block card. This is a press proof again. Most of the time when you see that red, it's probably going to be a press proof. It was Montez Sweat and the Redskins. There's a Jonathan Taylor for the Colts with a hollow foil. Another die cut, numbered 275. It's the Raiders and Corey Littleton. And it's worth pointing out here that he's in a Rams uniform, but of course the card has been updated to reflect that he is now a Raider. So it's always going to go to the team that you see on the card, which is usually the same as the uniform the player is wearing, but not always, as you saw from that kind of outdated picture they used there. That was a Jimmy G for the Niners. There's a Super Bowl MVP insert for Pat Mahomes. And another little advertising card there. Okay, what else have we got? There's a Gridiron Kings again. There's more hollow. Well, I'll set the hollow foil aside in case we need to go back and look at those at some point. I usually set a few things off separately. There's Chasen, press proof for the Jags. Elite Series rookies, and that's Jalen Reagor for the Eagles. So Just kind of giving you what we see in box number 1 will be a pretty good overview of the kinds of inserts we will continue to see in subsequent boxes. Juju Smith-Schuster, press proof for the Steelers, Elite Series rookies Higgins. For the Bengals, there's an inducted Troy Polamalu. Those aren't numbered either. Just flipping them kind of out of the first little bit just to show you what is and what isn't. Mostly this stuff's numbered on the front. To 100, there's a Baker Mayfield for the Browns. That is a press-proof hollow foil. There's a Jalen Hurts rookie for the Eagles. What do you guys think about Fournette, man? Not only did he get cut, he cleared waiver. Nobody even picked him up on waivers. So the guy is a legit free agent in his 5th year in league. I mean, I know he's had a little bit of some rough going the last year or two with Jacksonville, but come on, that's crazy, isn't it? That was Godwin, and this is a Russell Wilson Road to the Super Bowl card, Seahawks, which was actually kind of cool card. I liked it anyway. Bill's cards, you said your memorabilia was a passing the torch. The memorabilia on the front and the back. Yeah, the passing the torch are usually either autographs or whatever on both front and back, but every once in a while you'll find one that doesn't have anything on the back, which I've always thought is so weird, because, like, what are you passing the torch to if there's only one thing on there? There's Joe Mixon for the Bengals, press proof. He just got a new 4-year extension today, I think. Za'Darius Smith, Packers. And this must be our memorabilia hit. It is Adam Thielen for the Vikings. Skull. It is numbered to 299, an All-Pro Kings relic. There's Elite Series rookies Jake Fromm for the Bills. And that wraps up box number 1. All right. So now you've got a feel for how things are going to roll along, and I will mostly only call out verbally the things then that are numbered, autographed, or relics. All right, I always show you the empty box so you know everything came out of there. Bill's cards, you did not hit any die cuts in yours. Well, you know what? I mean, the die cuts, I don't know. We did pretty well out of the first box in hitting 3, but we'll see what we come out of these other boxes. Maybe they don't come out of every box, I guess. You never know with Panini what they've got going on, honestly. My Gmail, you said signed with, oh, Littleton is who you got in your box, and my Gmail says he signed with Tampa, and JF Breaks did as well. Said Littleton signed with Tampa, apparently. Okay. Gotcha. Those cards need to Jake Fromm. All right, I will do my best to hit that for you. We'll see if the mojo will deliver it for us. Maybe. We'll try very hard. But first things first, we gotta get them all out of these wrappers. That's always my least favorite part. Okie dokie, let's get underway here and see what we've got. Texans, press proof. Dolphins, Legend Series. And this is numbered to 35. It's going to New England. That is Josh, is that Yuchi? I'm sure I butchered that, but at any rate. Urlacher and Chicago Bears. Oh, you guys were not saying that. You guys were saying Fournette signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sorry, I thought you were. It was right below where he was talking about a relic he pulled, and I thought you were saying his player signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now I got you. You're saying Fournette signed with the Bucs. I didn't see that, so that happened sometime this afternoon, I guess. Jordan Love and the Packers with the nice little hollow foil. Okay, so he's going down there to play with Brady and Gronk. Yeah, I couldn't imagine he was going to have to sit around as free agent too awfully long, but I was just shocked that he couldn't get. I mean, Jacksonville said they could not get anything, any trade offer for him. They literally came out and said we could get nothing, not a fifth round, not a sixth round, nothing in trade for Fournette. And I mean, yeah, the guy had a rough go of it for a bit there, for a couple little stretches, but good grief. You'd think somebody would have offered a fifth or sixth round pick or something. There is Ricky Waters for the 49ers. It is numbered to 25, and it's our autograph out of box number 2. Numbered to 50, there's a DJ Moore hollow foil for the Panthers. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. I guess I wasn't back on the news tonight after that happened because I had a lot to do to get set up for this break and everything. Numbered to 75, Adrian Peterson and the Redskins. It's a die cut. And I try not to have the television on a lot when I'm working on break stuff because I have to have my concentration, get all of it done right. Press Proof Steelers, Benny Snell Jr., Zach Martin, All-Pro Cowboys. So I had totally missed. What did he sign for? Does anybody know? Like what his money was? What he got? And Charles is here. Hi, Charles, by the way. There's Willie Lanier, Gridiron Kings for Kansas City. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts. Press Proof, Jordan Love for Green Bay. Now, we'll sleeve some of those other press proofs, too, after the fact. We're just not going to stop and do all that right now. There's Jalen Reagor with Elite Rookies. But we'll, we do some of them as we go live, and a lot of the unnumbered stuff that will ultimately be sleeved we'll do after the fact, just so you don't have to sit around and wait on me. Number 225, there is a die-cut press proof gold parallel T. Higgins for the Bengals. Oh no, Tom Seaver died tonight, my Gmail said. Oh man. That's terrible. I didn't know that. Carson Wentz, Eagles. Aw, Tom Seaver, I hate that. LE Propaganda wants to know if all cards ship. So, yes, guys, unless it tells you otherwise in the description, all the cards will always ship. When they don't, when something is different than that, it will always 100% without fail tell you that in the listing description. Aaron Donald for the Rams. And it is down in the area where it gives you the date and time of the break and the name and quantity of the product and all that. That is where it would say. That's where it would say it if it is something other than all card shipping. Because I figure at least people would scroll to find out the date and time. Number to 100, that is a hollow foil press proof Keyshawn Vaughn for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So in the absence of it saying otherwise, you can always know that all cards ship unless it specifically, calls it out. So in this instance, yes, sadly, I will have to do all this sorting, and it is a tremendous amount of sorting. That's Mostert for the 49ers. Since it showed the score on there, I thought I better clarify which team it was for. Colts. This is maybe the first time we've seen a retro series insert. That one is Joe Montana on it for the 49ers. I'm assuming we'll probably see more retro series, but being as that was the first one. Press proof for the Titans. Dominator Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. So, yeah, Tampa Bay, man, they're kind of quietly putting together a good little squad down there in the offseason, aren't they? There's a press-proof Seahawks. Kittle for the Niners. Press-proof Redskins, Terry McLaurin. Elite Series rookies, Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. Of course, the Tom Brady part, not quietly, obviously. That was the shot heard round the world in that signing. But you know what I mean. Some of the other signings they've had down there have been decent. /75, here is one of them. It is a die-cut Rob Gronkowski, back from brief retirement, numbered /75 for Tampa Bay. Jerry Jeudy and the Denver Broncos, hollow foil. And our relic, out of box number 2. It goes to the Rams, and it is Isaac Bruce. Canton Kings, numbered to 299, with a little relic coming out of there. Okay, that is box number 2. So far, so good. Charles, you said Fournette got $3.7 million on a one-year deal. $3.75 million, sorry, on a one-year deal. Well, I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I really, truly, on a one-year deal, would have thought he would have gotten a little more, but I guess timing-wise, again, same thing we were talking about earlier with baseball, you know, shortened season, lower revenues, because you don't have ticket sales and concession sales and memorabilia sales and all that other stuff that boosts that bottom line. So I guess nobody's going to pay a ton for him on a 1 year in this environment. So that's bad luck on his part. But still, it also means if he goes out and has some kind of breakout season down there, that he'll be in line for a really good payday next year. Oh, Bill's cards, you can't have my fillers, man. Those are like gold, my friend. No way. I use the heck out of those, all of those insert cards and those blank white filler cards. I use those in shipping for card protection in certain circumstances and things. So no, I keep every one of those that comes out, and I would like to have about 10 times more than I do have, because I never have enough of either one. So sorry, my friend, but I can't give you those, because I use the heck out of them. You probably get some from me in things that are shipped to you, depending on what all is being shipped. Sometimes they don't need to be used, sometimes they do, but anyway, you might be accumulating some that way. But yeah, they are like straight up gold. I'm so happy always when I see them. It's like, yay, fillers. Because not every product has them, you know. So, always happy to see them. Henry Ruggs, Raiders, press proof. Deshaun Watson, Texans, hollow foil. Yeah, there's a hollow foil Kittle. I asked, one of my reps used to work for Upper Deck, and he knows a lot about how everything works behind the scenes with like Topps and Panini and that sort of thing, because, well, he worked at Upper Deck, and they all do it kind of the same way. And I asked him at some point, like, if he knew where those things were made. I'm like, I want to buy a bunch of those blank, those thick filler white ones. Press proof Zach Moss, Buffalo Bills. And there's a Tre'Davious white hollow foil for the Bills. And he said, well, he couldn't remember, but also that they were really expensive, which I was surprised. He goes, those little white block cards are like a lot more expensive than you would think they would be. He said, you probably wouldn't want to pay for them anyway. And then he told me some big long story about how expensive it was for them to include them in the product because of the additional weight and the space it took up and how they had to be inserted and what it cost for the little blocks themselves. It's numbered to 100, Eric Kendricks, Vikings. So I don't remember, obviously, everything he said to me, or I would have told you. There's Derrick Henry, Titans. But the gist of it was that they were, I guess, kind of pricey to make, believe it or not. I don't really know why they would be, but that's what he said anyway. It's DeAndre Swift, Lions. So, yeah, take it for what it's worth, but that's what he said. So, a Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. Got a little ink and a nice 3-color relic and numbered to 25, no less. Haha. How about that? Nice little Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. A die cut to 75, Curtis Samuel. That is headed to the Carolina Panthers. Go ahead and get that little advertising card out of the way. There's Elite Series rookies, Chenault for the Jags. A press proof Teddy Bridgewater for the Panthers. I hope he does well. Mean Joe Green, baby. Hollow foil Steelers. Press proof Vikings. Hollow foil Cardinals. This is numbered to 500, so kind of high numbered. Will Fuller, Texans. Like, why is it so high numbered? I don't know. Ayuk, 49ers. And what else? Another purple one. And this one is also numbered to 500. It's Joshua Kelly for the Chargers. But now we had some purple earlier in the night that was much lower numbered, didn't we? Like, why is that one so high and the others were so much lower? But anyway. Baker Mayfield Browns hollow foil. And this is numbered as well. It is to 100. It's Justin Jefferson Vikings, and that's a Gridiron Kings numbered card. Hollow foil Chargers. There's another retro. That one's Marino and the Dolphins. Press proof Bengals, Geno Atkins. There's rookie Raiders, hollow foil. Chase Young, Redskins on the rookies, hollow foil. A die cut for the Ravens, Mark Andrews. No, see, I know better. I should always put them in from the back side. They go in better when they're die cut that way. That's numbered to 75 for Baltimore. A hollow foil Joshua Kelly for the Chargers. The Rams and Cooper Kupp. And that is numbered to 299. It says Leather Kings. The camera doesn't read it really well, but it is a piece of the football itself. Well, you probably figured that out from the name, right? Leather Kings? Probably. Hollow foil 49ers, Jerry Rice. Whoops. Elite Series rookies for the Raiders. That was Brian Edwards. A press proof for the Bengals, A.J. Green. And you've got Larry Fitzgerald hollow foil for the Cardinals, wrapping up box number 3. So that puts us at our halfway point. We've opened 3. We've got 3 left to go here in this half case. And I got to move all these little block cards and such because I'm running out of room for them. Got to move them around a little bit. Charles says Fournette's not going to see much time. Ronald Jones, Keyshawn Vaughn, LaShawn McCoy ahead of him. Well, I guess that's true too, but you never know when somebody's going to get injured or not perform well, or in this day and age, test positive. So I guess everybody's trying to be a little deeper than maybe normal this year. Because at any given time, you could have somebody come through and be like, whoops. Nope, sorry, you're out. You tested positive. Will's Cards wants to know, who does everybody think will win the AFC East this year? Oh, I have no idea. I have no opinion on who's going to do anything this year, mainly for the reason that I just said. I am wondering if they're going to be like baseball, who obviously has had little pockets of teams testing positive and then missing several games, which is one thing in baseball to miss several games. It's quite another in football to miss several games. Or if it's going to be more like basketball was, where you really didn't have that problem because they were just in a total bubble. But you've got a lot more players per team in football, and they're not going to be in the same kind of protected bubble that you had in basketball. So I feel like it's probably going to be more like the baseball side of things, where you never know. On any given day, you may come in and have half your team not available, or a third of your team, or whatever, you know. So I think that makes it really hard to gauge what's going to happen with anybody until we see how their protocols play out anyway, and whether or not they're going to be able to go without having that sort of thing happen. So that's the wild card for this year, in my opinion. Numbered to 500, Deontay Johnson and the Steelers. Edgerrin James, Colts. That's an Aaron Rodgers for the Packers. Because, I mean, listen, we all know it only takes, you hit one or two key guys all of a sudden out unexpectedly, and it completely changes your fortune. That's the Panthers hollow foil. And we see that play out every year, of course, with injuries and other unexpected situations. But then adding to it the unknown of COVID this year, I think really makes it hard to predict anything. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs with a hollow foil. There's a Matthew, a little honey badger hollow foil. And Henry Ruggs, Raiders hollow. And there's a hollow Tre'Davious White for the Bills. There is a Tua press proof. I was just thinking, man, we haven't really seen a lot of Tua. And there's a nice little press proof right on time, right on target. A Zach Moss, the Rookies hollow foil insert for the Bills. There's Deontay Harris press proof for the Saints. A Kenny G hollow for the Lions. Let's go ahead and grab that because I see it sitting there. It's a Pat Mahomes press proof for the Chiefs. And over here is another press proof, Isaiah Simmons for the Arizona Cardinals. That was hollow foil Steelers. A press proof Carr for the Raiders. There's a J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens with a hollow. Chubb and the Broncos. The Rams, this one is numbered to 100. It's Tyler Higbee. That's also a hollow foil, press proof. Dominators, Daniel Jones, the Giants. Get all my little blocks and ad cards out of the way there. Bills cards, you said you hope the O-line is ready. You think the Patriots will be wild card at best. Bills are the favorite. That's your unbiased opinion. Except we know you're totally biased. But that's all right. That's Aaron Jones for the Packers. Yeah, I don't really know hardly what to expect from anybody. I really don't. Press proof Dolphins. Gesicki. And there's Chubb for the Browns. There's a retro Brett Favre, Packers. So, I mean, just everything about it is so off this year. I mean, down to the rookies and the training camp and that sort of thing. All that's been very different than normal. It's just hard to know how anybody's going to be till we get a look at them. There's Curtis Martin and the Jets. That's numbered to 10. Wow. And that is a Canton Kings relic and autograph and numbered to 10. It's a nice hit for the Jets. A die cut numbered to 75. That's press proof hollow foil die cut 49ers and George Kittle, who signed a monster deal earlier this year. Heath Miller, Steelers. And that is Tyler Johnson, Tampa Bay. And Denver, we have a Melvin Gordon III. Leather Kings, again, numbered to 299, going to the Denver Broncos. There's a Joe Burrow rated rookie for the Bengals. At least we've seen something for him now. Rated rookie anyway. Elite Series rookie CeeDee Lamb, Cowboys. And numbered to 50, a gold hollow foil Tannehill for the Titans. All right, that was box number 4, right? Yeah, 4 of 6. So this is going to be number 5 coming out of the wrappers right now. Those cards, you said the Jets don't look terrible, not great either, but at least the Patriots still have Bill Belichick. Well, there is that. Blue Thunder, you've tried to count the Pats for years. Until they don't win the division, you won't count them out. I know, right? I mean, you always think there's some reason why they couldn't get there or shouldn't get there, but then they do, so I hear you. Oh, that's a big old clap of thunder. Did you guys hear that? That's really loud. But it's been raining, so I guess it's about to begin storming, it sounds like. But I think we should be fine. If for any reason the internet were to get knocked out, which I do not think that it will, but just because I hear the thunder, I'll just warn you. If the internet got knocked out but the power was still on, I would keep going with the break because it's also recording locally. It doesn't require the internet to do that. And then that way there would be no gap in coverage and I would just upload it as soon as the internet came back. Obviously, if the whole power were to go out, then I wouldn't be able to do anything. I would just stop where I was and resume as soon as the power came back on. Now that is very unlikely to happen, but I'm just giving you the heads up since I heard the thunder rumble. Just so you know, because internet and the cable company, oh, that's what you always worry about. Not the power going out, but the stupid internet. I have Spectrum. I don't know if any of you have Spectrum, but I hate them. I do not like Spectrum, but that's just me anyway, so. All right, we've got an Elite DJ Moore and the Panthers. There's a press-proof Delpit for the Browns. Hollow foil Niners. And yikes, there's a press-proof Broncos. That was Noah Fant. A hollow foil TJ Watt for my Steelers. A press-proof Daniel Jones Giants. Elite Series Justin Herbert Chargers. All right, what else have we got in here? There is a press-proof Aaron Rodgers Packers. Hollow foil Cam Akers for the Rams. A gold die cut to 25. So press-proof hollow foil die cut. Gold Titans. Derrick Henry to 25. It's a mouthful. Elite Series Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. There's a Pat Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs. He got engaged too. Pat Mahomes did. There was another hollow foil for him. So I guess it was right after he got his Super Bowl ring. He had decorated, it looked like from the pictures, decorated one of the Chiefs, or one of the suites there at the Chiefs Stadium. And got engaged. So that was cool for him. It was a good day for him, that young man. San Francisco 49ers, Ricky Waters. Didn't we already pull one of these? That's numbered to 35. I felt like we saw him earlier. Maybe we didn't. Say another gold die cut hollow foil press proof. This one is Trent Brown for the Raiders. There's an Elite Series Henry Ruggs. Those rings, though. Did you guys see those rings? I mean, that is crazy. I don't even remember how many diamonds it said were in there, but it was some insane amount, like a couple hundred. More than 200, I think, in there. Those rings were outrageous. Cardinals hollow foil. But I guess that's the idea, right? It takes a lot to win a Super Bowl, so if you win one, go for it, man. Make the big ring. That was a Broncos hollow foil. And there's a hollow foil for Antonio Gibson and the Redskins. There's a press-proof Redskins Antonio Gibson, hollow Brian Edwards for the Raiders. There's a very bald Terry Bradshaw. Have you guys seen the advertisement for that new, I guess, reality show, the Bradshaw Bunch? That just does not even look appealing to me. Like, I'm a Steelers fan, right? But that just does not look appealing to me. I don't know. So, numbered to 500, James Morgan and the Jets. There's a hollow foil Michael Pittman Jr. Bill's card says you don't even have a numbered card yet. Well, we'll have to work on that for you then, for sure. I thought we did have something numbered for the Bills, but it must have been, I guess, not numbered. Maybe just a press proof or something. I remember saying Bills somewhere along the way. Charles and Bill's card said, yeah, that is our second Waters autograph. I thought it was. That's unusual, too. Christian Kirk, press proof Cardinals. Then you have a Lynn Bowden Jr. Raiders hollow foil. A hollow foil Anthony McFarland Jr. Steelers. A press proof die cut hollow foil to 75 Josh Allen Buffalo Bills. Now you have a numbered card at least, so we've got you that much so far. AJ Green and the Bengals with a hollow. A hollow foil numbered to 100, Mr. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's a hollow Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. And here come the Rams, Jared Goff. That's a Jersey Kings relic to 299 for Jared Goff. Donald Driver, Packers. And a little advertising card. All right, that brings us into Last Box Mojo. I already cut the plastic on that. I was looking around for my utility knife, like, where'd I put my knife? Yeah, that's right. I cut the plastic on it already. Bill's card says the Jets have gotten a lot of numbered cards tonight. How do they see? I didn't even keep track of that. We still need to find you. You said Jake Fromm, Zach Moss, and AJ Epinsa. Oh, man, that's a big list to come out of one box, but I'll do my best, man. We'll try to bring that mojo. We are, of course, in our Last Box Mojo time frame right now, so we're going to hope that we can pull a little heat, a little fire here from the last box of Donruss for the night. Blue Thunder says there was a Zach Moss. Bill's card says, yeah, he's only talking autographs. He's going for it all. He wants the autograph or nothing. All right, well, we'll see what the last box brings for us here. Whoa. All right, let's get to it. A press proof for the Saints and a hollow foil for the Eagles. That was Jalen Hurts. Got all the Jalen's over there for Philly. Michael Thomas and the Saints. This is a die-cut hollow foil press proof numbered to 75, Roquan Smith and the Chicago Bears. There's Rams and Marshall Faulk. There's a press proof for the Niners, Kyle Juszczyk. I never say his name right, but you get the idea. An Elite Series Texans, Deshaun Watson. I don't know why I just picked that one up by itself. I don't know. I did, though. Devontae Parker to 500, Miami Dolphins. Got a Palomalu Legends series. That was the Seahawks and Russell Wilson on the road to the Super Bowl. A Texans press proof. Sean Alexander, Seahawks. That is Jake Fromm and the Bills on the Elite Series Rookies insert. The Jets and a press proof for Jamal Adams, Denzel Mims and the Jets. Hollow insert. That is Seahawks and Russell Wilson, Dominators. That one, Chandler Jones, Arizona Cardinals. Daniel Jones and the New York Giants. That is a Jersey Kings relic, numbered to 299. Marino Dolphins. And Lynn Bowden Jr. for the Raiders is going to be our autograph on the Rookies card set. And it is numbered to 299. Listen, I know I'm biased, okay? I know I am where he's concerned. But here's the thing. If they use that kid right, he can be a huge player for anybody, but the Raiders or anybody else. He is an all-around athlete, unbelievably so. He's never played running back before, though. That's where Chucky's going to try to use him, apparently. Nick Bosa, 49ers. It's numbered to 75, die-cut hollow foil press proof. Although he played quarterback in high school. We had to use him, press him into service as QB after our guy got hurt and we didn't have a viable backup. The Rams, Van Jefferson press proof, at least not one as good as he was. He had been playing wide receiver for us, so we plugged him in at QB, and he ran a ton of Wildcat, right? And he gained a bazillion rushing yards out of the Wildcat, so I'm sure that's why he's thinking he's going to make him a running back, but he really should use him for a lot more than that. I hope he does. Packers, because if he does and he uses him right, that kid could be really good and contribute a lot. Number to 100, hollow foil press proof Sony Michel, Patriots. But there's a Darrington Evans for the Texans. If he just uses him as running back and just runs him into the ground and doesn't use him on special teams or out of the Wildcat or anything else, and all he does is just beat him up as running back, then we might not see it a lot. A.J. Terrell, press proof Falcons. Elite Series rookies T. Higgins, Bengals. I mean, the kid's a winner, so no matter where you put him, he'll probably have some success because he's an athlete and he's a winner. But I hope that he doesn't use him exclusively as running back because he's got a lot to offer. Numbered to 50, that is Roquan Smith and the Chicago Bears. With a, I guess, I don't know, that's somewhat orange looking, wasn't it? Sort of. And there's a LaMichael Pirine for the Jets as a hollow foil, and that wraps up the last card of the night. Now, we're going to recap our autographs and our relics, and we'll take a little spin through our cards that are numbered 100 and lower. Now, we're not going to recap the ones that are to 500 and that sort of stuff, but we're going to do the ones that are 100 and lower. So, all right, so let's take a look at what we have got. So there's the Niners numbered to 75, the Ravens to 75, Panthers 75, Tampa Bay 75, the Bengals to 25, Redskins 75, the Raiders 75. This is numbered to 12. It is the Jets. I rated rookie, no less. Numbered to 75, the Saints. Numbered to 25, the Colts. Numbered to 50, that's the Bears. The Patriots, numbered to 100. The Niners to 75. Numbered to 75, the Bears. 100, the Buccaneers. 75, the Bills. The Raiders to 25. The Titans to 25. Titans again to 50 that time. The Rams to 100. Numbered to 100 again, that's the Vikings. The Vikings to 100 again. Keyshawn Vaughn to 100 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Panthers to 50. The Patriots to 35. And the Browns to 100. All right, so numbered cards that didn't have autographs or relics attached that were numbered 100 or lower. Next up, our relics. To 299, Daniel Jones and the Giants. 299, Jared Goff, the Rams. 299, Melvin Gordon, the Broncos. 299, Cooper Kupp and the Rams. 299, Isaac Bruce and the Rams. I didn't realize the Rams had that many relics until we started recapping, obviously. To 299, the Vikings and Adam Thielen. Our autographs, there's Len Bowden Jr., 299, Raiders. Here's a Ricky Waters for the 49ers, numbered 235. Nice little throwback ink. Curtis Martin to 10. That's a good one for the Jets. This is really nice for the Eagles to 25. Jalen Hurts. And this one numbered to 25. Another Ricky Waters for the Niners. So 2 Ricky Waters, 25 and 35. That's really good for the Niners. And we got it started with Donnie Shell to 99 for my Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. All right, so there is the end of our massively long break tonight, clocking in at 2 hours and almost 45 minutes. I had said it'd be 2.5 to 3 hours, so I wasn't too far off. And, of course, if anybody missed it earlier and you haven't already dozed off, here's the information you need to know about shipping one final time, and then we'll take one more glance at what's coming up in the days ahead. So, first things first, I am hoping to have everything that we are opening tonight out the door on or about Tuesday. Now, Labor Day is Monday, which means there is no mail pickup and no mail delivery, so basically what that means to us is I've got to, if it goes out sooner than Tuesday, means I've got to get it out Saturday. And of course, post office has short hours on Saturday, and well, there's a whole lot of cards here to sort and ship. So I don't think all of it will be out the door by Saturday, but some of it may. And whatever doesn't go on or before Saturday, you can expect to see it hit the mailbox headed your way on Tuesday. In the last 2 breaks, everybody would have definitely pulled cards. There would be no need for consolation. If you got skunked, though, in that first break for Immaculate Collegiate, you can still expect that you're going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will go out the door when the rest of the break ships, because it is a paid shipping break, so we will not send you home empty-handed anyway. And the rest of the week looks kind of light. Well, because tonight was kind of not. I got to have time to sort this stuff and get it out the door. So tomorrow night it's going to be a half case of Panini Black Football. And those are loose boxes from a shared case. Friday night we'll be kind of busy again doing another half case of Stadium Club Baseball. Again, loose boxes from a shared case. Saturday and Sunday are both going to be off nights. Monday night is TBD, to be determined. Haven't decided what I'm going to do. We'll figure it out here before too long. And yeah, so I guess that is it for me tonight. And as always, I appreciate you being here. I thank you very much for that. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week. And if you don't come and see me again tomorrow, please come back and see me sometime soon. So in the meantime, have a good night and stay safe, happy, and healthy. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.